Hey guys,
Welcome back to another episode of Pew Time with Tony.
and Jaki.
At very spunky already.
Spunky, early, ready to rule the world. Come on, Brian. In case you guys didn't know how old we are, Pinky and the Brain references.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to take over the world.
I want to take over the world, Pinky. Okay,
Gun
Brain.
news. Just
Gun
straight
news?
to gun news.
All right. Steiner has released a update to the Steiner MPS, which is their enclosed optic. And they are very craftily calling it the MPS 2.0.
Ah, yeah, it's like the second version of the original.
Yes.
Very original.
Yes. What is kind of cool, though, is the MSRP is $631.99. Very precise. But it's also in line with what the old one used to cost. So they really haven't raised the price, and they put in new features. So it's should be a good deal, right?
I was still manufacturing the original and just dropping the price point on it.
No, I think
Just
they're
completely. Okay.
still has the acro footprint. Has a claimed 90,000 hour battery life out of the 2032 battery on level 4. Has 8 levels, 2 night vision, 21 by 16 mil window size. And some of the new features, it's just got updates all around. Like one of them is a magnetic battery feature. So when you're changing the battery doesn't like plop out, it just sticks in.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
it's a nice dot. I had an MPS. I liked it. It is a bigger dot. It's
A big what?
bigger.
Oh, I thought you said big grr. I'm like, ooh, aggressive.
It's honestly, it's a more properly sized like acro.
Mm-hmm.
The acro is like tiny window. Like if your acro is like your apartment mailbox, this would be like your house mailbox.
Okay.
So
Enclosed.
it's still, yeah, fully
Mhm.
enclosed. It's a little bit bigger window size. I think they look better than the Acro. I think the Acro just looks like a Glock slide tumor.
That's hilarious.
Like
What's wrong with your vlog? It has too much.
the MPS just looks good. It's a good looking dot. And they do say with its construction and everything, you should easily be able to be put on like a shotgun and stuff,
Oh, nice.
which is good to know because now I know what to do with my old MPS.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, very nice. More gun news. CCI Ammunition has a new defensive 22 called the Uppercut. It's a jacketed 32 grain hollow point with the words
skiving.
a skiving bullet shape to help with consistent pedal style expansion. So basically, it looks a little bit more cut like than a crimp would be.
Yeah, it's more honestly the best way I can see to describe it is it has an actual hollow point, and it looks like someone just tried like how you would stake an AR castle nut. They put a Phillips screwdriver in the top and just
Smacked it with a hammer.
gave it a little smack, and there you go, skiving technology.
Skiving.
It's interesting that people are still pushing like 22 self-defense rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Because like Federal Punch was supposed to be a big deal. I've never seen a box of it in real life.
Yeah, people asked about it quite often
Yeah.
when they first released it, and it was one of those. Oh yeah, if we ever see any for sure.
Yeah.
And then we never
It's
seen any.
and to say it's jacketed, I was doing some research on this and reading it because I like the fact that there's an option for 22 defense ammo
Mm-hmm.
because it opens up the option to carry for more people that couldn't before. I think we've had this conversation probably around when Federal Punch came out
Mm-hmm.
about like, I mean, stereotypical little old lady like
Mm-hmm.
Granny who
Right.
can't pull a double action revolver, but still wants to protect herself, is still very headstrong about living alone, and she can't handle her shotgun anymore. Like
Mm-hmm.
It gives her an option to have this, or someone with severe arthritis.
Rotator cuff surgery. There's a multitude of reasons
Right.
that someone would carry a 22 for defense. And thou shalt not judge, but try to give them the tools necessary.
Yeah. And like, I love my LCP2. I have one of those things. It is stupid fun.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see that. It's actually been pretty reliable. So yeah, I could see that being like a good tool.
Right.
While I was researching it, one of the places I read, they're like, yeah, it's not technically it's jacketed, but it's not jacketed. It's more just like heavy copper plating,
Mm-hmm.
which I guess aids in keeping the expansion a little bit more consistent because you don't have to worry about like the strength of the jacketing and whatnot. It is just plated.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to get some and try it and see what it looks like.
Oh yeah. Give us a reason to dig the LCP2 back out.
Yeah.
It's been a bit. We don't have any shooting sports this week.
But what we do have is a message. You should definitely get out and shoot any type of competition at any skill level. Because honestly, the fact that there are people out there that want to use the sport of competition shooting as a negative or a turnoff to get you better at shooting, uh, I mean, I get a travesty is what it is. Like, shame on you just because you have an ideology that is, let's stay nice. We'll say interesting
Mm-hmm.
or peculiar. I like peculiar. Let's go with peculiar. I think there's enough evidence there that proves that competition shooting is a great tool to help you become better with your tool of choice for protection.
Yep.
It isn't, yes, is it a sport? Sure is.
Mm-hmm.
Much like football's a sport that involves running, right? Shooting, sport, involves shooting. Okay. We're raising our base level of skill and comfort. No one's telling you this is going to teach you tactics. It's never discussed. I'm tired of people, oh, the cardboard doesn't shoot back. No fucking shit, right? But if you think that you're magically, God forbid something happens, and you're magically going to have the skills and abilities to present your gun quickly, remove your gun from your holster quickly, whatever fancy words you want to use, put your sights where they need to be, and pull the trigger effectively, all of this has to happen to potentially defend you or someone else's life one day, and you're magically going to be able to do that one day without practice, is crazy talk.
Yep.
I'm not saying it's never happened. But do you want to play those odds, or do you want to try and put the odds more in your favor? With practice and reps and, oh, I'm going to be putting myself under some sort of elevated stress. No one's saying it's the same stress as a life or death scenario.
Right.
And for those of you that the targets don't shoot back, if you're seriously insinuating that a group of individuals that run around with guns all day that are clearly gun enthusiasts cannot decipher the distance or the difference between this is practice and we're running around shooting at cardboard versus holy shit, this guy's shooting at me, I should take cover. I don't practice with cover. What's cover? Never heard of her. I'm going to stand here and get shot. That's what you guys sound like online. What is wrong with you people?
Yeah. I feel like the more you can do, like you've talked about it and like hit the nail on the head in a
Ad
few
nauseum.
of your videos about like your training vlogs. The more you practice and do something, the more it frees up bandwidth to do it on a subconscious level,
Hey,
right? Clearing a jam, keeping your gun in a safe direction, keeping your finger off of the trigger, like everything that you would normally do in a match setting would only benefit you by not having to think about the mechanics of that tool when the shit hits the fan.
And here's the thing about instructors for me. Guys that really preach against this or are absolute dickheads about it are guys that you are already putting a ceiling and a blockade on your students because your lack of openness and lack to get better.
Right.
100%. If you're a fucking instructor or concealed carry that you quote teach real life, right? You can't teach real life because everyone's fucking lives are different. But what you can do is help your students raise their base level of skill, because that's what you're going to fall back on when everything turns to chaos. You're going to turn to your base level of skill. If your base level of skill is shit, seen this time and time again, ask any trainer that's worth his salt. You've seen it. When you start running drills or later in the day, when heat starts to take place or brain fog, you start to resort back to your lowest level of training. Oh, I forgot to do this. Oh, I forgot to put the safety on. Look at people in a match where they've trained, they've been shooting a year, but they're really starting to push the speed. This just happened. All right, but unload, show clear. He went to unload his gun. What do you do on unload, show clear?
Mag out first,
Right,
then
right.
you rack.
This guy legitimately typewritered his gun right in front of me with the slide. Didn't drop the mag and racked it 3 times. Went.
And just
I'm like,
watch
what
round
are we
after round
doing?
after round pop out.
And he just stopped. He's like, holy shit. Drop mag, rack slide. What are the odds of you seeing a guy that practices every day do that? Or not even every day, shoots regularly at matches do that? Would it never happen? Not saying that. The odds of him reverting to that
Right.
are much slimmer. So I really am tired of it's going to get you killed in the streets. It's really not. And it's not about that. It's about training to perform under stress, having a higher baseline to fall back to. And just because you don't want to put the effort in to get better, shame on you for making your students have the same ceiling as you and stay in a lower class of performance because you refuse to get better.
Right.
Anyway,
Completely
I've
agree.
spent about 38% too much time on this.
Very good. Very good.
So shall we move on to Tales from the Gun Counter?
Tales from the Gun Counter. This has, I know you said it a couple weeks ago, that it's become a lot of people's like favorite segment of the show.
Yes.
This one, you need to reel me in if I go on a tangent.
Okay.
I had a guy come in and he goes, "Hey, I collect things." I'm like, oh, that was, I mean, there was no icebreaker. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" He didn't answer me. He said, "Oh, I collect things." Okay, this is
That's the start of like almost every Criminal Minds.
I collect things. He goes, like comic books, watches action figures.
People's skin.
Oh my god. He's like, "How do you want to start collecting guns?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. Is there anything that you've shot before that you kind of had like an interest in a certain type of gun you want to start a collection of?" He goes, "Oh no, I've never shot before, but I want to collect single action cowboy revolvers." And I'm like, "Oh, that's fun. Let me go show you where those are." So we go and we take a stroll to the back of the store in the very last case, all the way at the end. So we've walked past all these other guns.
In the corner where the big movers are.
Yeah, big movers. Yeah. They are. We do have like the derringers, the single actions, and the lever actions all together. So everything in the era of gun is in one space. Because generally, if you're looking at one, you'll be looking at the other
classics.
The other two classics. Yes. So
Classics though.
what?
First gen Those are classics. Now that I've ruined your whole life, continue with your story.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Goodness. Yeah, that's the difference between me and you. I'm Gen 1 Glock and you're Gen 2 Glock.
Yeah.
Found that out.
I was the least loved Gluck.
Yeah. I'm the most classic.
Yeah. I don't have the nostalgia of 1, and I don't have the superiority of 3.
So we get over the revolver case.
I made you go on a tangent. My bad. Go ahead.
Because you called me old.
No. I called you a classic. Lucky for you, I love classic guns, cars, and apparently women.
Classic.
Classic.
Although looking at me, there's not very much classic about me.
All right, back on track. Guy wants cowboy guns. You take him over to the classic division.
Classic division. So, because he's never shot before, he's also never handled a gun before. So,
He has a FOID card.
mhm.
So he knew that.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So he had a FOID card, but he's never handled or shot guns before, but he wants to start collecting them. So I hand him the single action, because I already know his baseline. We talked about, the hammer being cocked to single action, how to hold it, where I suggest putting his support hand so that his thumb can cock the hammer, how to check the cylinders, what the ejection rod is, where it's found, and what it does. We showed him how that all works. Now he's very interested. He's like, "Oh, this is fantastic," and he's asking about like very, very old collectible style single action guns. But then seems like completely appalled by the price of you birdies. But he's looking for like Colt single action revolvers, which they do make them in limited batches, new production, but old stuff.
You said he was
it's hard to
appalled
get.
by the price of few birdies.
Yes,
Has he seen the price of Colt single action?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I
Go
think
ahead.
I think it was just like in his ear, Colt, and I'm like, well, this is what I have here. I had like a Ruger Vaquero, and so they're all like within like $200-300 of each other, so nothing's astronomical, but certainly if you were looking at like true Colt single actions, they are astronomical compared to new production, Ubertis and Rugers and things like that, Cimarrons. So we're going through all of this. He stops mid conversation. He goes, "Those ones that we walked past coming over here," I'm like, "Oh, like the whole one side, it's all semis."
The rest of the store.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the entire row is all semis. We didn't go past like the 22s and the revolvers and the pre-owns. Like it was literally the side we walked on was all brand new semis, 9 and larger. And he goes, "Seems like it's too much. Like I don't understand." He goes, "They're like useless." I'm like, semis?" And he goes, "Yeah, I feel like the single action in his hand," he goes, "is more than enough to do the job of protecting someone."
Pause. Did you feel like you were getting punked?
I did. It was one of those, like, I've had this conversation with old timers before, all you need is this, all you need is this, like,
Yeah, but those people were born back then. This kid was clearly not.
and very new to guns, holding a gun for the first time in his life, and had a very strong opinion on the fact that there's no need. And he goes, those hold like, 20, 30 rounds. I was like, actually, we have restrictions in our state. None of them can hold more than 15. He goes, that's still too many. Like it's too many rounds. It was like a very odd conversation. Yes, I did feel like I was being punked. Like, where's the cameras? Who's messing with me? Did one of the guys send one of their friends in to mess with me? Like, it was a very unreal argument that I was just on the receiving end of. I'm like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. And like I explained to him, you can't just pull the trigger on the gun. You have to cock the hammer every shot. So he understood that.
And I'm assuming his reference for how accurate these guns are is that of like Tombstone.
He this
Red Dead revolver.
so he was probably like 5, 6 years younger than me.
But
Like
having never shot, I mean, he may believe that, this is easy.
it blew my mind. And all I could think of, and I think we talked about it that night when I got home from work, was we have a friend who avidly participated in cowboy shoots. And her gun preference for the house was the gun that she spent the most time behind, which was her single action revolver. Because she used it all the time. It was the gun that she was most comfortable with. You're talking to a kid that's holding a gun for the first time in his life, arguing that this is absolutely the only thing you should ever need to protect yourself. Crazy.
Well, you said he's a collector, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Give it 6 months to a year. He'll be in wanting to see 1911s, true 1911s, single-sided safety 1911s with spurred hammers or with regular hammers,
Mm-hmm.
and not extended beaver tails. He's going to change it up. He'll progress up to World War One.
That's the thing. Like if he actually like goes and shoots it, I think it would open his eyes to other platforms.
Yeah, you think? Do you remember the
But
first time you shot a single action?
yeah,
Yeah, me too. I was like, fuck, I can't hear shit.
right. The like I don't truly believe that, just because he like collects them, I don't think that he would actually like go and train and practice. I literally think it's just for like his action figures are still sealed in packages. He's never actually touched them.
Well, and here's further proof, right? Takes all kinds, right?
Does.
You want to buy single actions just for the, for the love of the game? By all means.
Right. Sit there and argue with me and tell me that the 13 rounds on my belly is excessive.
I'm from a weird place, bud.
Yeah.
Weird stance.
Very odd.
Art Weekend shooting.
Our weekend shooting was fun.
It was. We did our Thursday night
Club.
bi-weekly
Yeah.
practice night was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think the really tried to mess with the angles on one of the stages because it's really hard. Again, if you guys don't know, we can only shoot downrange in a very small space.
Mm-hmm.
But putting in a no-shoot, playing with angles, having them shoot cross sections, not really something they had to do before. I was surprised at how many people shot a target twice or didn't shoot a target in a little spot
Mm-hmm.
because they're so used to, and this is what I was really hoping, like when we took over, that we could sprinkle some of this in to like get good practice.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah. Not just like a downrange 90-degree shoot, shoot, shoot,
Right.
move to the next one, shoot, shoot, shoot.
Yeah, I mean it's really easy to set up, and I get every once in a while it's cool to be able to run to the window,
Cozy.
shoot 3 or 4 targets, run to the next one, shoot 3 or 4 targets. Like, I get it. It's fun. But not every time.
Right. Yeah, this is a very good one. I will say that the failure to engage ratio was significantly higher.
Yeah, I
This
can't remember the last time we'd ever had someone not shoot one.
Mm-hmm.
And like we're looking around like, the hell do we put that as a penalty? Like, is there an actual procedural? Because we're not USPSA or like IDPA.
Right.
It was like, I don't know. Never had this before.
Yeah. That was it was fun. You did a very good job at getting that set up. I know some of the angles and I know it really throws people off. Like people get used to like where
Mhm.
centrally on the target you aim for, especially when you're trying to blast through a bunch of quick ones. Like we had one through a window, 5
Mhm.
targets through the window, a reload, and then the same targets engaged through the second window. But several of the targets were upside down
Mhm.
with the heads cut off. So at a quick glance, it looks like you just chop the head off of it and you know where to aim.
Mhm.
A lot of down ones.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Hope to continue to add some stuff to that, and I'm putting in a new target order which will include some more partials and some smaller targets.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you're listening and you shoot this, you've been warned.
You've been warned. Half scales for everybody. You get a half scale. You get a half scale.
You did your archery practice again.
I did. Oh my gosh, what a great week for the bow. I'm very, very close. I would say if my like first 5 downrange, if I can get those like 2 to 3 inches tighter on that initial 5 arrowed grouping, I'm like ready. I'm ready for deer season. I'm very close.
Yeah, your third run was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're talking inside of like the paper plate at 40 yards. Like, you were right there.
Yeah, that one was a really good one. I did have one stray on that string. My first string was probably the most consistent and touching the 10-inch circle. Everything was inside of that 10-inch circle. But as far as everything, 4 out of the 5 being in such a tight grouping, yes, my third run was definitely the tightest. I'm quite excited. I think, and I told you I didn't know if it like had anything to do with it or if it was just like a mental thing. When we pulled up, there were a couple guys out at the trap field, which is side to side, side to side with the archery field, where they're shooting downrange and I'm next to them shooting to the left. So we showed up, and that was the first thing you said. You're like, well, great. Hope you brought your ears and eyes with you. I'm like, yeah, because they're, 20, 30 feet behind me in their stand shooting shotguns. So I put my earbuds in, put my glasses on, and they're shaded anyway, so dual purpose. And I go out there, and for the first 2 rounds of arrows, they were, they were still shooting and they were walking down range and they're coming back. And so I had my earbuds in case they were shooting again. Then they left, and I decided I've been shooting so good with my earbuds in, I'm just going to keep them in. So I kept them in for the next 3 rounds after that. So shooting 5 rounds total. I feel like cutting everything out by wearing the earbuds, you cut off one sense and your others increase, heighten your other senses. I feel like there's some truth to that. I felt like so in tune with my sight. I felt like so in tune with like my body and like holding everything, like my touch points on my fingertips. Everything felt like, oh, this is right. This is perfect. Now release. This is right. This is perfect. Now release. So I think I might just put earbuds in for my next session just to see how it goes. If it was like an all in my head thing, it felt very peaceful. I mean, you dropped me off and went to the rifle range, which was next door. And so I was there for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes by myself before I finished up and met you over there. And it was just very serene, like this very peaceful, even the scalding hot 40-yard walk down range 5 times to go and pick up my arrows. It just felt like a very peaceful, very therapeutic, I guess. And maybe that's why, because I wasn't, a lot of times when we go, you know, there's something else that you need to do also, or we need to do right after this. So I kind of got to pick up the pace. Like, I don't want to dawdle. Like, I knew you had something that you were working on, and you weren't going to be waiting on me. You had your own thing to do. So I think the unrushed, like, added to maybe not feeling like I had to like hurry and hit the release. Obviously, when I'm hunting, it might be that I have to hurry and hit the release.
Right. But I mean,
but to actually practice and work on my mechanics in a non-rushed time that I had just to myself.
maybe you throw your headphones on and listen to music next time.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Pull yourself completely out of it.
Yeah. Something like very aggressive and loud.
Yeah.
So I mentioned I was at the archery range while you were at the rifle range.
Yeah. I was just getting my 22 zeroed. I got that new Gideon LR scope. So getting that kind of put where I want and doing a little testing on different ammo, which apparently, news to me, there's a 22 shortage that I didn't know about. I actually found out why. So my gun really likes CCI standard velocity, and it's been kind of hard to find. And talking to one of the guys there, I actually found out why. Apparently, CCI made a batch and completely shut down those machines because they were retooling. They were getting new tools and everything in for it.
Mm.
So I'd imagine it'll ramp back up.
Mm-hmm.
But that was what I found out.
So you'll be a little bit more empathetic when I'm making adjustments on the press and we have an ammo shortage?
No.
Okay.
I also did some more shooting on the range that I can't quite talk about yet. But I was very pleased with how the first day of it went. Very pleased. That's really all I can say at the moment. Figured I should just say it. It was in my notes.
For that one particular thing. Then you shot the platies a bit.
I did. Yep. That video will be coming soon. Tons of you have asked about the factory platy comp versus the monsoon platy. I'm doing some side to side shooting with that, so that video will be out soon.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard you. I have taken it in, and I will give you the video very soon.
And all I did on the pistol bay was,
You got some practice with
yeah, my draw,
Mhm.
a little draw and shoot at steel. A lot of transitions on steel from my concealment gun. That was fun. I don't get my carry gun out often, um, but when I do, it brings to light how much I suck. So I have a lot of work to put in. And I think that was all we did on the range, right?
That was it for our week.
Our weekend shooting. The questions.
Right.
Good Lord.
So I'm super happy it worked out really well that we didn't have all too much gun news, and you guys loaded with questions. And questions from all over the place.
Yeah.
So kind of looking forward to it. We should probably just jump in because there's quite a few.
Well, this one is directly aimed towards you. Are you ever going to get revenge from that tree at Southern Illinois?
This gets brought up at least once. It never just once a year. This gets brought up all the time.
But usually during the time that the Southern Illinois section is upon us.
Yes. So long story short, for those of you that don't know, in Havana, Illinois, there's a range called Devil's Hole, and it is known to home the southern, what is now the southern. It's always been called just the Illinois sectional.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a bay that has a big ass tree in it. And I don't mean that lightly. I mean,
Like the Ferngully tree.
yeah,
It's a monster.
you are really showing your age this episode.
Jesus.
All right. To put it in perspective, if you listen to this show, chances are you've seen me in person. I can Looney Tunes hide behind this tree and you would not know I was there. It's a big fucking tree, right? What the hell year was this? 2018?
18 or 19.
Anyway, I was shooting a stage, shooting a match. This is when I was shooting M&P 40 in limited. Shooting really good. I was having a great time. And I misstepped on the stage around the roots. I'm assuming the roots of the tree. And I broke my foot at the sectional. And I mean, broke it. Like the farthest right metatarsal, so the pinky metatarsal on my right foot, I almost broke in half. Pretty gnarly. It sucked. It kept me out of shooting for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I did have to drive my car back solo.
It's stick shift car.
Stick shift. That was a challenge. And no, so I was back once. You and I went back.
Mm-hmm.
I
You took a
actually,
picture and flipped off the tree.
yep. I've been back to the range multiple times, whether it's just to hang out with buddies. Like I went down when last year's sectional was going on. I had some cigars with some friends, flipped the tree off
Seems to
as
be
I
a
walked in
theme.
and as I came out. But I have been back since I broke my foot. I shot PCC at it one year.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought about ADing into the tree, but I didn't want to get DQ'd. But I'll be back.
Pretty a tree.
It's really just a timing thing right now. It's always like towards the end of the year, and this is kind of where I get busy on the back end with a lot of things, and now even more so with like you getting into hunting.
Mm-hmm. It's the season.
Yeah,
It's upon us.
it is upon us. So I don't think it'll be this year. Maybe I'll try and make it next year.
Mm-hmm. And as far as the question of revenge on the tree, if anything were to ever happen to that tree,
I'd be blamed instantly.
oh yes. All right. Next question, another one for you. What's the best cigar under $10?
You guys are bringing questions. I guess you could answer that question. I suppose you could. You could try.
So I'm a lady. I don't buy my own cigars. My man orders them and lights them for me.
Wow. Cigar under $10. I don't know about best. There are a couple. The Crux Marblehead is phenomenal. The Cohiba Rubicon, another phenomenal cigar. And the new Zeno Honduras, really good. Those are all under $10.
I also don't have an answer to that because I'm pretty sure that the ones that you pick up for me are
Are
more
not
than
$10.
they're more than 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What hobby would you have if shooting didn't exist? I'm interested to know what you would say.
So like Nerf, paintball, anything shooting?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, my answer is easy. That would be racing.
Archery.
Oh, there you go.
You're shooting arrows, but it's not guns.
Not
And they're
guns.
not very specific on the shooting part of that.
Okay, so if you couldn't have that, what would be your other answer?
Well, I can't say making bullets because that involves shooting. Dang it. All the things that I like.
Probably not talk about that right now.
Really?
Hobbies that you're passionate and maybe good at.
Oh, maybe good at. Okay, well, maybe good at. Um, yeah. I mean, I like painting and like crafty kind of shit.
Okay. So what would it be?
Painting and crafty kind of shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah. There's not a whole lot. I just realized that I do that doesn't involve shooting something. Or the prepping for shooting something. Outside of like crafty stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
You guys have ruined Jackie's week now. She's gonna be thinking about this all week.
Impacted my life. All right. What watch were you wearing in your story? I imagine this is the one that
I'm assuming it
the
was.
monsoon crew, everybody tagged everybody and everybody put their watches in.
Yeah, well,
Is that the one we're talking about?
I'm assuming they're talking about yesterday's story because me and Tater and Vinny kind of do it regularly, and Jay and Darius. It's kind of a thing that we just randomly do on days. We'll just wrist check each other. And yesterday I was wearing the Casio. I can never remember the number. I looked it up. W218HD-3AV.
Yeah, I can't understand why you wouldn't remember that.
The easiest way to remember it is considered the HD is heavy.
Mm-hmm.
They call the nickname for this watch is the heavy because it's a resined case with a metal band, and mine is the green one that is a North American specific color.
Okay.
If you want to be all nerdy about it, if you guys want that watch, it's available really at Walmart and stuff. It's like $30. It's not expensive, but it's awesome. I love wearing that watch. It's a good watch and it looks good, and it is cool. It's kind of got a factory reverse display. So it's not then everything else is dark and just kind of the numbers are bright versus vice versa.
Okay.
It's quite nice. I like it. For $30, it's hard to beat.
If money wasn't a factor, what gun would you buy tomorrow? Do we also need to pretense this with if laws weren't a factor?
Yeah, because if money wasn't a factor, we wouldn't live here.
Can I take a guess at what yours would be?
Okay.
The Beretta 94R.
Close. 93R is what it is.
93R.
Yeah.
Oh. Would that is that the
That's right up there.
is that what your choice would be if money wasn't a factor?
Yes.
Oh, that is it.
Yeah.
Okay, I was assuming there would be others to like, well, maybe this, maybe that.
No, my lust for that gun is like otherworldly.
Okay.
The other one would be the 226 X5 Open, the original one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want the full kit, like the comp, red dot, like everything. That gun just, I don't know what it is about it, just does it for me.
Okay. Yeah, the I was pretty sure I had you pinned
Yeah, you
on the
100%.
Beretta.
That'd be my number one choice.
Okay.
Like if I could just, no matter what, and thank God we're not worried about like laws and legality because stuff.
Yeah. I out of curiosity, I was like, well, I wonder what that gun's going for now. But don't look.
Yeah, no, they're ridiculous.
It was like $90,000.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I know what it is.
Mine would absolutely be the one that got away.
I was gonna say it's got to be a Kunin.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Kunin
See,
357.
we know each other so well.
It is the 357 Kunin. I think 2700 was where I saw him last on Gunbroker.
So we have slightly different price brackets.
Slightly different price brackets, but mine was like, I think the reason I lust after it so much because I loved it, and it was one of those. I can always get one of those like it. It was a nicer, more a little more expensive. It was like 1700 I want to say, and they've increased by over $1,000 in value just because they're not in production anymore. The last time they were in and out of production was the late 70s, early 80s, and then they were gone for like 25 years. Then they came back for about 15 years, and they went out of production in 2009, I believe. So, no, or 10. Yeah, it was probably about 2 years that I worked with one in the rental program. So I got a chance to shoot it. I absolutely love that gun.
Man, it still has a chance to come back. I mean, look, Automag is coming back, and no one ever thought that would happen.
That's true. So there is still hope, but I really like that gun a lot. And because it was the one that got away. I think that would be what if money wasn't an issue, and I was just like, yeah, I have an extra $3,000, and I don't know what to do with it. I would buy one in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even. I probably wouldn't even tell you. Be like, oh yeah, just so you know, I'm going to pick up my Kunin today. Like if we had an extra 90,000 and it was like not a big deal, I wouldn't expect you to get permission to buy your 93R.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's good to know.
Yeah.
You guys heard it here.
All right. Unlimited ammo for one caliber or unlimited cigars for life. Jeez, you guys are killing me. So this is a per person type question. I think the smartest move, I will take unlimited ammo for one caliber.
Okay.
And you will take unlimited cigars for life.
I guess teamwork makes the dream work. That would financially, see, I can't even say financially that would make the most sense. Only because
I could use the most practice.
no, no, but like, I mean, imagine how set we would be. Like, you choose 9mm and I choose like 223. Like, that's a lot. And then if I don't ever have to buy those, I have plenty of money for cigars.
That's true.
And ammo is, as much as cigars can be expensive, ammo is still much more expensive.
Like you can have a cigar in your hand the entire day and only be able to smoke so much. Ammo is forever.
Yeah, as much as I love cigars, I'm still picking ammo. What is one classic gun that deserves a modern comeback?
I think we've had this discussion several times.
Kind of.
So I think there's two that stick out the most in my mind. And I guess classic, you have to really like dig into like what is a classic, like a break top revolver. Like is that the type of classic you're talking about, or are we talking about like 90s metal guns? You know, the Smith and Wesson Gen 3s, the Ruger P series, you know, 89s, 945s, things like that. What is it that we're thinking is classic that needs a revamp?
I think they're talking like an old standby, like popular guns back then that are no longer made.
Well,
So what's your answer?
Well, back then would be break top revolvers, or are we not
So
that
what's
far
your
back?
answer? It doesn't matter when, just what classic gun.
I think the third gen Smiths,
Okay. I can see that.
you know, the 69 series and the 39 series, like all of like that line.
Okay. I do agree. Like a modern 59 would be awesome. But I also think if there was a cool modern version, and I guess it's kind of the Beretta, but it's not. I'd like to see it in its own version. Would be like, what's a modern version of a Walther P38?
Oh.
Like, what's a frame-mounted safety version? That's why I'm saying it's kind of like the Beretta. Like, it's got the open top slide, frame-mounted safeties now on Berettas. That's kind of what it is, but like, what's the Walther spin on it? Or because the P38 was a little smaller, do we shrink that down, keep it 9mm, and give it like a magazine size of like a Shield Plus? Like, I think that would be kind of cool.
And a pick reel.
Yeah, a little rail.
Just a small section.
We've seen a couple comebacks that they just kind of fall on their face. I mean, look at FN. They brought the high power back and put modern features on it, and everyone's like, meh.
Right. Yeah, I would say people more so got into like the Gersons, like
They wanted the classic one.
Yeah.
They didn't want the modern one.
Right.
But then you have guys out there, like shout out to Mark III Firearms, and she go by Lady High Power or the High Power Lady. They make absolutely out of this world beautiful high powers. They take classic ones and they do, extended beaver tails, trigger jobs, flat triggers. Like, they do amazing work. And I think most people have forgot that FN has re-released the high power. So, yeah, would it work? I don't know. The P38 has always been like a favorite of mine, so I would like to see a modern version, but I think the 59 is like the top one that needs to come back. Like, imagine if Smith made a Shadow 2 competitor. That's what their modern 59 should be. Like a double single gun that's optic ready, that uses M&P mags, but is an actual chunk of an aluminum or steel frame, both, with replaceable grips. Like, the bones are there. You guys just have to make the gun.
Right. Well, I know they H&K brought back, and it's only available in Europe, like a reintroduction of the P7, or someone else did.
No, someone else
I
did.
don't think it was H&K.
It's not.
Someone else brought back like their own rendition of the P7, but it's not available in the US.
No, it is.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
I think when they first dropped it,
It's very expensive. It is not cheap. And they have like a configurator on their website. Like, you can get like a long slide version.
Yeah, that I remember.
Yeah, it's very cool.
But I wasn't aware that it was in the US now. I think when they first dropped it, it was like a euro only.
We talked about it on here.
I know.
Yeah. Big fan. I'd like to. One of the other questions that we had on here is, what manufacturer would you like to have you send something or send you something to review? that P7.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, because it's very cool. I'm all for that.
What cigar would you hand someone who's never smoked one before? I have the answer for you.
Okay.
One of mine.
You think so? I don't think so.
Well, you just had that at the Northern Illinois section, didn't you?
But that's because I know that's what they like.
Oh,
That's different.
okay.
So there's two answers. I love the cigar questions, by the way. It's kind of fun. Two answers. One, if they really like sweeter things, like if they're a person that vapes and they like fruity things, you should probably hand them an infused cigar of some sort or a sweet tipped cigar. There are a few sweet tipped cigars that are nice every once in a while that I like that are not overly sweet, like what Jaki likes. One of them would be a Baccarat. It is a very sweet cigar, but it's not overpowering.
Mhm.
It's actually really good with a cup of coffee. It complements it quite well. Or if they are interested in trying like it's going to sound derogatory, if they'd like to try a real cigar, not one that's infused, uh, a Zeno Davidoff, or I'm sorry, a Zeno Nicaraguan. Those are the yellow band ones, like the yellow box you've seen me walk in
Yeah.
with. Very light. You like them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very light cigar. It's not overpowering. It's got really good flavor to it, but it's not like a punch in the face. That would probably be my number one.
I like those.
Mm-hmm.
There's quite a few that you've came in with, and I tend to lean more towards the Connecticut's if I don't have an infused cigar.
Yeah. And there was another, I can't remember the model, but there was a Connecticut from Oliva I just had. It was really good, really mellow, but a lot of flavor. That would be up there for people that are interested in trying it.
You're cigar curious.
Yeah. Although as long as you can look past the color of the wrapper, I've handed you some Maduros, so the dark wrappers that are very sweet, like a traditional Maduro, where it's very like it's got sweet flavors to it. It's not just like a smack in the face.
Generally, I don't do the Maduros.
No, but you've had some where
Yeah. Like so the rule of thumb was always if it's a dark wrapper, I'm not touching it and you're not smoking it in the car
right.
when I'm in the car with you. But that's not always the case.
How much should someone actually spend on their first competition gun? The real answer is whatever gun you likely have already,
Mm-hmm.
and just use that one.
Yeah.
If you don't have one or are looking to get into one, what would you recommend?
Uh, I would say something along the same style of what you already own, but longer slide, magwell, optic ready, like a bigger version of your gun, right? So, like I had the 19 and I used your 34 for a while in competition because it was just a bigger version
Mm-hmm.
of the gun I already had. So, mechanics, the grip angle, everything was
What if there was anything?
familiar. Oh, you don't have anything?
Yeah.
I would say like 5 to 8 is a good place to start because you don't want to like completely break the bank on the gun and not
So
be able
what?
to afford.
That's what it's asking now. What price? Oh, how much should someone actually? Well,
Yeah, I'm answering the question.
I'm not reading correctly.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
I can say like five to eight if your budget allows for it. You know, how much would you spend on a competition gun? It depends on if you're asking the guy who's been in accounting his entire life and has a huge, savings for starting a new hobby, versus, the retail worker who goes, uh, I don't know, I really can't afford to do a whole lot with it.
Sure.
I just
I mean,
paid my
everyone.
rent.
So, how much you spend is relative, obviously, to like that scenario.
Hmm.
I would tell you probably. I mean, I did it to where you could buy a $200 gun.
Right.
You may not have the best experience, but here's your pro tip: if you're legitimately just starting out and are unsure of what you like, one, go to a range and rent, if at all possible. If not, go to a local match and hang out by the safe table. handle people's guns. And you can look at it like, if I have to spend a little bit more to get what I want, which in other words is, do I want to spend the money on a 2011 at first?
Mm-hmm.
And then, or do I just want a gun that's going to kind of run like a Glock or an M&P?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where your bank account says where you want to spend. I think most people are good with whatever they have. If they don't have it, buy a used Glock of some sort.
Yeah.
Cheap mags, cheap gun, gonna run. Holsters are plenty. You could literally find holsters on Amazon or the flea market
Mm-hmm.
for Glock guns,
Right.
and you can get in stupid cheap and go from there.
Right.
So I would say you could get away with $500-600 and have a solid one. Although I just proved what, holy shit, it's been like 2-3 years. You can pick up a Taurus for $300 and go compete with it.
Right.
So however much you want to spend, I guess the choice is yours.
The choice is yours. You make the decisions. Right. USPSA every weekend or a new gun every year.
Why
I
not
think
both?
why not both? That's a great rebuttal. I do feel like USPSA every weekend that I don't want to say it wouldn't seem like special. Like I wouldn't be like as excited about it if it was like an every single weekend thing.
I think
But
it's just because you're not into it right now. I
yeah,
think you're more into hunting.
yeah.
Like if they replace that hunting every weekend versus a new gun every year.
Oh yeah, hunting every weekend.
Exactly.
Yeah. So USPSA every weekend, that's the answer.
That's what I'm gonna say. A new gun every year. It's like meh.
Experience, practice, and memories over material things.
I mean, and eventually, I mean, I'm not saying I'm living forever, but eventually gonna run out of guns. Like, I mean, unless they're covering the price. What's a gun everyone says is amazing that you just don't get?
The Hellcat.
Really? Really?
What?
I wasn't expecting that. Okay. You said it so fast too. Like that's been sitting on you.
It has been.
Okay. Why?
I have a lot of people ask me about the Hellcat at work. They're like, oh yeah, well I shot it. Not, I was not expecting it to be that snappy. I'm like, there's a lot of people that think the exact same thing. I think that people are like drawn to it because of their name. Like it sounds cool,
It's not even that it sounds cool. You know what the big thing is, and this is where a lot of gun companies fall.
Hmm.
What's easy? What's the easiest guns to remember out there for carry guns? Hellcat
Mm-hmm.
and Shield, right? Easy to remember names.
Oh, that's true. The 360.
Right. Oh yeah, the Sig
That's
P
not
something something.
LCP, LC,
Right.
all the acronyms and the
Right.
numbers are
Don't know
not
what it is.
right.
Have no idea. People when they come in, they don't go, "Hey, do you have a 2011?" What do they ask for? You got a Prodigy?
Yeah,
Because they know the
right,
name recognition is there.
right.
That's marketing 101. So that's why it's really popular,
And I don't get it.
and you don't get it. It
What?
is a snappiest gun, right? Like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. What would yours be?
The Sand Viper.
Oh, yeah. Well, I get the gun, right? We shot a couple of them.
Here's the thing.
I don't get the price.
That's it. You can get the same performance out of an XC or out of even like the new Platypus
Mm-hmm.
for not $9,000.
Right.
$9,000. $9,000.
Do you think 10 of those are worth the 93R?
No, I don't think one of those is like. Yeah, I don't get it. I get the lure of it, right? It's based off John Wick, like cool, but not that cool. And I've shot them; they shoot great. It's not a $9,000 shooting experience.
Right.
We're never getting a Terran gun for review after this ever.
Never.
I'll
Not
just have
going
to.
to.
No, I mean I'll take one,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I could not buy a new one. No way.
Nope.
How? Jeez. How do you store cigars if you only smoke a few each month. I bet you wish I only smoked a few a month.
That is not a question for you to answer then, is it?
The best way, honestly, is get a piece of Tupperware that has a good seal on it, and you can buy them on Amazon or at like a local cigar shop. They'll sell them. They're Bovida. They're little two-way humidity packets, and they kind of do all the work you could possibly need. Instead of messing with like humidifying beads that you have to fill and like monitor humidity, the Bovida does it. They have a percentage on there. They make those packets for guitars, for cigars, anything that has regulated humidity, and it is filled and releases and attracts moisture to keep the humidity inside whatever the percentage is within a few percents of the packet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I keep mine at like 65 with some of the packets, and they're right around there. That's the easiest. A $10 Tupperware container. The only thing I would tell you is if you're using Tupperware, and this is when you get like really nerdy into it, I would just go and crack. If you're only smoking a few times a month, the odds of you opening it enough are pretty slim.
Mm-hmm.
Just open it because you need air circulation is the problem. If you seal it completely off, it can't do its job.
Mm-hmm.
You need air to circulate in it. So if you just crack it open, like
Periodically.
yeah, that's good. But that's the easiest way to do it.
I wonder if the smoking a few each month is like a, once a week special thing, like a Friday night boys night out kind of thing. Because if is one once a week opening it up sufficient?
That sounds more. Oh yeah, once a week's fine.
So if you're having a few a month and it averages, if you're having basically one a week, that once a week opening is sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather own one $8,000 custom pistol or 8 $1,000 pistols?
Oh, 8 $1,000 pistols.
For sure, same boat.
Yeah, not even a question. Pretty sure we answered that with my last answer.
Right.
Yeah, there's no way. I listen. There are beautiful guns out there that are very expensive, not including like crazy rare guns like that Beretta.
Mm-hmm.
Like an Atlas. I mean, you're spending 7,500, almost $8,000 on an Atlas now.
Right.
Atlases are great guns. I still think they're slightly overpriced, but it is still a very good gun.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably buy an Atlas before I bought a Sand Viper.
Oh yeah.
But I just don't see. I don't see that, especially with like the new crop of builders coming up that are offering the same level quality, maybe not refinement. Like maybe the finishes aren't as perfect, but they're not reflecting the price of what like a lot of these guns are going out for now. But yeah, definitely $8,000 pistols.
Correct. I would do the same. Night vision or thermal if you could only have one.
Oh,
Thermal.
yeah, thermal. Why do you pick thermal?
Because it works for animals, works for people. You can see on the other sides of a wall with thermals.
Kind
Or
of.
like through woods. Like you can see when you couldn't see it with night vision, you can see it with thermals.
The beauty about the reason I would pick a thermal is you really don't need an addition to it. Night vision works really well when you have an addition of an illuminator.
Right.
Where thermal, I just need you to produce heat.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's why I would pick thermal. Who's the bigger gear snob, Tony or Jaki?
Oh, come on.
That's funny. You think that this is not a real question. Why did you say, oh, come on?
Because you've converted me into the monster that I am.
I have?
Yes.
Babe,
I used to shoot a stock 19 with an Uncle Mike's holster until one day I come home and there's an entire CR Speed setup with a comp tack holster and a Lee hanger and all this stuff, and you bought me a brand new gun for a red dot so I can shoot a different division. All these things that you gifted upon me, which I'm very thankful for, have converted me from a basic Betty into a gear snob.
Yeah, so which of the two of us is the bigger gear snob?
Well, if you don't, we both don't really do basic anymore.
Well, hold on. What's your answer?
You're a bigger gear snob.
Absolutely not.
Well, you have to have like the best of the best on this, the
What?
best of the best on. Well, not the best of the
See,
best.
there you go. I see you looking at Starscream. Starscream, the most expensive thing about that gun is the scope and the mount the scope is in.
I was actually looking for your 22 LR gun.
Which is what? Dirt cheap.
The gun itself is dirt
So
cheap,
is the scope.
but all of this that goes on it, all of that goes on it, every time I turn around, oh, there's this new bag. Where'd that bag come from? I didn't even know that bag was in this house.
What bag?
The bag that you used for your
The rear
the
support
stop.
bag?
Yeah.
That was $20.
Where did it come from? I didn't even know it was in the house.
That's not a snob problem. That's an awareness problem. That's your problem.
Oh, where'd that come from? Oh.
You're the bigger gear snob. Watch this. What do I carry every day? I've carried the same gun every day for the past, what we just found my receipt for, 15 years.
15 years.
The same gun for 15 years. How often is your carry gun changed? How often? Just answer the question.
Technically, in the last 12 years that we've had concealed carry, only one of my 4 concealed carry guns was actually mine. The other ones were yours that I stole.
So what do you carry every day now?
Your Shield Plus with the Munson Lucky Threes.
In a
Tier 1 Apex holster.
Oh, okay.
With a Gideon.
Enclosed. The
Mini
newest
Mauser.
Gideon. So who's more of a gear snob? You see how we got to this point?
Yeah.
Do you agree that you're the bigger gear snob?
I am the bigger gear snob.
Okay.
When you lay it out like that, I can see that one would deduce, although wrong, that I was the gear snob.
As wrong as you may think that is.
So you are the gear snob, but because I'm so into guns as well, you can buy whatever you want and disguise it as a thing for me.
But I'm not a gear snob. I just like nicer things. It doesn't have
Oh.
to. No, it doesn't have to be expensive.
Oh no, I know.
It just has to work. Like it has to work. Look at the guns that we have here. There are guns up there that are not expensive, but they shoot phenomenal. Their job, it's done to perfection. But it's not expensive. I just like things that work, that are nice. I'm not saying I don't have $8,000 2011s.
Right.
Right? But I have $2,000 platypus because they shoot really good.
I would say that everything basic I've ever owned, if I leave it unattended with you, it is not basic anymore.
That's because I know you don't want basic. Here's the problem with you.
I love my Shadow too. I did not need the brass palm swell
No.
lock.
That was for me.
Oh, here we go.
No.
The nitty gritty.
Oh, that was for me because I wanted bigger grips. Here's how I know you're not basic. The problem with Jaki is Jaki doesn't like change.
I hate
Jaki
change.
doesn't like experimenting. I've had and this is going to sound, it's going to make me sound like the big evil, like burly man that tells the woman what to do.
I just see him right now doing this like angry monkey arms and
Wreck-It Ralph. I've had to force Jaki to expand her boundaries. Haven't I?
yes.
Yeah. So, hilariously.
That's the same like what I was just saying about like the new gun for the new division, so I can shoot optics, because I would have never ever shot with a red dot had you not got it for me and said 30 days straight dry fire with this red dot.
And now you carry a red dot every day.
I know. Okay. So
You're a gear snob.
I am classic. Oh my god.
You're a gear snob. You just don't want to admit you're a closet gear snob.
Oh man. I'm not like it takes a lot to get me like excited enough to like go searching for something to add on to one of my existing guns. Like you're like, did you see these grips? Did you see these optics? Did you see the sunrest? Did you see this? This
This is what we do for a living.
I had a Ruger SP101 I was perfectly happy with, and he's like, these are the grips you need on that. And I do like them, but it wasn't anything I went looking for. You go and find the things to upgrade the things that I already have in basic mode. I get the basics, and you're like,
make it better.
But
Make
I feel like
better.
everything I own, with the exception of my Colt 380, has been upgraded by you at some point in time with at least one additional piece on it.
Yeah. I feel like stuff that I built for me, I don't even get anymore because you just take it.
Mm-hmm.
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 Mm-hmm. And let's not talk about, I'm not a gear snob. Babe, I have this rifle or shotgun for you to use for squirrel hunting. No. That wasn't good enough for Jaki.
I wanted my own 22 rifle.
Mm-hmm.
It was super cheap.
I didn't say it was expensive. But you wanted your rifle.
Right.
Which now has...
I don't even have to get a scope for it because I took the one that you retired from yours because you had to get a bigger, better scope.
Incorrect.
Gear snob.
Incorrect.
You guys need to let us know who's right.
No, incorrect. Took that off my gun because we're testing what we do. And then right away, Jackie's like, oh,
I don't have to buy a
there's
scope
scope
now.
lying around here.
Yeah, lying
much like a Shield
around,
Plus.
dismissed.
Much like a platypus.
Dismissed. You weren't even carrying the Shield Plus, mister. I've carried a revolver for 15 years straight. Why would I let something that good go to waste?
Who's the classic now?
You're the classic now.
Oh, shit.
That was probably the best question.
Yeah.
I love you so much more when I'm right.
I guess you don't love me at all then.
Oh my God.
And on that bombshell, thank you guys for joining us for this crazy episode and all the questions. That was really fun, really awesome. Questions, comments, concerns for future episodes, pewtimepodcast@gmail.com.
Or at Left and Load on all of the socials.
And yeah, we'll talk to you guys next week.
Okay, bye.